Hi, Cancer. This is your September 2017 tarot reading, and I'm so excited to do this video for you guys because I've been waiting, just sitting here for like 30 minutes waiting for the noise to die down, and I was like, ugh. But people have stopped fussing around outside, so I'm going to get you your reading. Oh, I'm Camille, and this is Millennial Tarot. In the first few videos for the first 5 signs, I wasn't sure if it was going to be called Millennial Tarot because I hadn't created the YouTube channel yet. But while I was waiting to film your video, I was like, I should just go ahead and create the channel, and it is going to be called Millennial Tarot. Woo, 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 woo. And, yeah, I just like this. That's just the name that came to me, Millennial, and then my name is Camille, so it's like Camillenial. So like it kind of flows, like millennial, whatever. So this, sorry, this is your September 2017 reading for my Cancers, and I'm going to be using the typical Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then at the very end, I'm going to pull a general message from the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle by Mel Brown. And I always cloth my deck in this protective gear along with my amethyst just to keep the energies clear. So I'm just now taking them out for you. And I'm going to go into a meditative state for a bit and shuffle to see what the energies are for you for September 2017. Universe, God, Spirit, what are the messages that you have for Cancer? Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Sun, Cancer Anywhere. What are the messages that you have for Cancer? Please use me as your conduit to give Cancers insight, peace, that came out, and clarity. So I do past, present, future spreads, and then if I need any more clarifications, I will pull a clarifying card. You don't only have to wait for a card to come out, sometimes it just feels right. Alright, so I'm filming this in photo booth, so your past is going to be my present on this side, so I'm going to do it backwards over here. So this is going to be your recent past, or past how you define it, your present, and your eventual future outcome. Let's see what you got. Let me turn these around for you. So in the past, a recent past, or a past that makes sense to you, you have the Death card. In the present position, we have the Page of Pentacles. And in the future / outcome position, we have the 6 of Wands. Looks like it's gonna be good for you, Cancer. Alright. Let's see. Let me see here for a sec and take some water because I'm about to be talking a lot. Okay, so I'm reading this 2 ways. Well, let's get started. So in the recent past, we have the Death card. And the Death card is the most foreboding card. Like, people are always so afraid to see the Death card. But the Death card is one of the most good energies, one of the most clarifying energies in the deck, because it means that something has to change and something has died in order to birth something new. So when the Death is in the recent past or the past position, a past that makes sense to you, I only say that because wherever you are currently that you're seeking answers, it could have been a past that was yesterday, or a past that was a few minutes ago, or like even childhood or past life. So it depends on what you're going through now and how you define your own past. But for this spread, I'm seeing that however you've defined your past, you've had to change and leave something behind. The Death card is also the Scorpio card. It's the major arcana Scorpio card. So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio that you've had to leave behind. It could be Scorpio energy that you were dealing with in the past. But the Death card really is just a card of renewal. It's a card of change. It's a card of letting go those parts of ourselves that no longer serve us and for what we're trying to achieve. And since this is a general reading, this could be read for career, it could be relationship, health, finances, friendships, family, just however you see fit. I want this to be as general but as applicable as possible, if possible. And like I said when I was shuffling, if you should always just be checking your sun, moon, and rising just on a regular basis, because those all inform who you are. But you can have Cancer in prominent placements like Mars, Venus, Mercury, Saturn is an important one too, especially around this millennial time, because we're coming up on our Saturn returns between the ages of 26 and like 32, or when the energies are really there. 27 to 30 is when they're really prominent. So check your Saturn planets and Saturn signs and Saturn, whatever. But I'm seeing here in the past that you've had to let something go, and I always take notes on these cards because I do want to get you guys the most accurate message as possible. Yeah, change, endings, a rebirth. So it's the end of a chapter for you, but it's always a good thing because it's like rebirth. And then we have here in the present position the Page of Pentacles, here to give you new finances, new luck, new love, new career. The Page of Pentacles can relate to a younger type of earth sign. Younger doesn't have to mean always age. It could also mean childlike spirit, or quite literally immaturity. So you can be dealing with an earth sign of those qualities. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I get here that you've had to let go of a chapter. Maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a dating situation, maybe it was a friendship or some type of relationship, or even your relationship to your career, or maybe your relationship to a thought pattern that you've had to let go of in order to change. And I get that it wasn't easy for you, because the Death card is one of the most bam, right in your face cards, like change, along with like the Tower. It like really shakes you up. And it's like not only that you've had to change that part of yourself, you had to kill it off and like rebirth. Something had to die. So I get that this, whatever you had to change, whatever you had to let go of was hard for you, but I'm seeing that because the Page of Pentacles is here in your present position, that you might be reaping some of the rewards of that, and if you haven't yet, then you will. Of course, you always will, Cancer. Lovely sign. Page of Pentacles is an energy of new beginnings. It's an energy of, he's like staring at his pentacle, and he's like in love with it. So you could be having like new financial success, you could be having new success in your career, and I'm getting that this is because you did let go and you did do your due diligence to let go of those parts of yourself that were shedding, that like getting rid of old skin. If you had to let go of a relationship or let go of someone, or get to a place where you were okay with being single, or thrust into being single, I'm seeing that the Page of Pentacles here is saying there's an earth energy man around you that is looking to kind of come right in. And if you're a guy watching this, it could be an earth sign female. Or if you're a girl watching this, it could be an earth sign girl, and vice versa for men watching this being an earth sign men. So we don't want to be heteronormative on this channel. But energies are coming in, and earth sign doesn't mean it has to be their sun sign. Earth sign can mean that they're grounded. It could mean that they are stable. Pentacles are slow moving because they are they're the closest to earth, so they're the most grounded sign. So they're not as fast as specifically a wand or even a sword. So I'm getting that the energies are flowing around you, and even though they're not quite obvious yet, I'm here to tell you that they're there. And earth sign doesn't mean that, it could mean they just have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus somewhere in their charts. Like I said in the beginning, and I will say again, it could just mean that they have it in their Mercury, they have it in their Venus, they have it in their Mars. Some type of prominent placement might be an earth sign, or they just have those earth sign qualities. Yeah, So Pentacles are the most stable suit to me in the deck because they're grounded, they're coins, they deal with earth things, they deal with gravity, they deal with it's kind of the trivialities of life and the mundanity of life, but they're rooted. So the Page of Pentacles is like the promise of something long term. So if you've been in a situation where maybe you've been dating, let me just give you some real world examples here, okay? Let me see. You've been dating and you're like, I've been going on all these dates and they're not leading anywhere. They're like cool little summer flings. This is September, so we're heading into the cuffing season. So summer's over and it's getting into that time of the year where people start to get serious so they can have someone for winter time. But it could be that situation. You've been going on a lot of these dates or you've been meeting people and it hasn't led to anything long lasting. And maybe that's why you've had to like change your boundaries, change what you expect, change where you're dating, who you're dating. Something had to change. Of course, this is just one example. And the Page of Pentacles card representing something that could be new and long-term is especially fortunate here because this isn't just a guy who's coming in to be like, hey, what's up? You know, let's grab a few drinks and then like bounce, whatever. This is a guy who's coming in who has serious interest. This is a girl who's coming in who has serious interest in you, a person coming in who has serious interest in you. If this is a career card for you, this means that if you've been kind of flighty and back and forth with your job, if you've had to leave a job, if you've had to leave a financial situation, that a new, more secure and long-lasting source of income is coming in for you here with this Page of Pentacles. And in our future position, we have the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands speaks to victory, but because it's only a 6, so we go from aces all the way up to 10. So because it's only a 6, it represents to me short-term victory. You gotta keep on marching. Like, he's on his horse, he's still out here trying to do stuff, he's still making moves, but he's reached a point in his development and his stage in his life where he can kind of rest and feel like, I finally accomplished something. So as I see this spread, I'm seeing that summer, or maybe 2017, or maybe even last year, I don't know how far back this goes for you, but the recent past was a time of letting go, of shedding skin, of kind of having to make these hard decisions of who am I going to be in order to get what I want, and who do I have to stop being around, who do I want to be around, and what part of me do I have to let go of in order to get these things that I want. And that could be a very difficult type of place to be in, especially when we're so rooted in who we are, and especially as you Cancers are so rooted in family life and having stable homes and stable love, and you guys are just so emotional. You guys are ruled by the moon. So it could have been really difficult for you this time. Whatever was happening that you had to get rid of. But these two cards here in the present and the future position means that all good is coming to you. And I'm feeling equally 50-50 that it's love and career, or love or career, depending on what it is exactly that you've been pining after. And I'm trying to figure out why my video just got really dark. But you guys can still see me. You guys can still see the cards. I don't know why that happened. Oh, back in the light. Okay. Victory. But this card kind of has like an underlying tone of the work is not finished yet. So maybe you reached a goal in your relationship, or maybe this is a goal with like body image. Maybe you had to let go of not eating well, or let go of like, watching Netflix all the time. And you're getting this reward, right? This is the earthbound card, and what's more earthly than our human bodies here, grounded here on the planet Earth. So maybe you've like been having some success with your diet and your fitness plan, and you're like, yes, this summer is drawing to a close, but I'm still gonna go to the beach and wear whatever shit that I want and have the bikini that I want, which, by the way, you can wear whatever bikini you want at any size, okay? But maybe you've reached a milestone and you're happy about it. But this card has the underlying tone of the work is not finished yet. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. I want to see exactly what it is you Cancers we're going through and can expect. The story makes sense to me. Letting go, letting go, receiving, and celebrating that which you have received. Okay, but don't rest on your laurels. I'm hearing that. Don't rest on them. All right, universe, spirit guides, can we please get some clarity for these Cancers about their story, what they can expect in September? What do these cards mean? What do these cards mean? This one came out. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let me show you. So to clarify the Death card, we got the Sun. To clarify the Page of Pentacles, we get the Queen of Swords. And to clarify to clarify the Six of Wands, we got Justice. So very clearly for me, present and the future I have to sit for a little while on, but this makes sense to me here. Because I feel like the Sun card is like everything that happens in the dark comes out in light. And so you had to change, you had to rebirth yourself because something came out. You were aware of a bad behavior of yourself or of someone else. You were aware of a bad thought pattern. You were aware of just like feeling bad, and it all came out in the Sun to show you. And the Sun here partnered with Scorpio, the Death card, means that it was good and it was for you. It wasn't like forced. It wasn't like, even though it was difficult, it wasn't like melancholic. It was good and it will bring good. So I'm getting that everything that happens in the dark comes out in the light, and whatever came out in the light for you forced you to change, but for the better. Queen of Swords clarifying the Page of Pentacles. Remember earlier when I said that the page can represent a younger energy, both younger than you, childlike, or immaturity? Queen of Swords, which is the card of Aquarius, not the major arcana card, but the court card of Aquarius, means that you, the water sign Cancer, are being called upon to kind of make more rational and logical decisions. So I know that you guys are driven more by your emotions and pleasing others and pleasing yourself, but the Queen of Swords is discerning. She's logical, she's rational, she's very objective. She is a woman who has been through stuff and is like cutting stuff out with her card. Like, she does not take any mess. But at the same time, she's completely nurturing. People look up to her and they ask her for advice. So with this Page of Pentacles, with this new offer that's coming in, or this new phase of your life, the Queen of Swords is asking you not to be like kind of wishy-washy about it. The Queen of Swords is asking you to really take what is being given you and to really hold it in a place of reverence, to not be like, so let me give you some tangible examples. So you could have an energy, a Page of Pentacles energy coming in for you in your love life. And the Queen of Swords is asking you to be discerning with that person. And I'm not saying it's one person. It could even be multiple people with earth energies. So the Queen of Swords is asking, what's this, what's this bullshit? Who's right for me? I'm sorry, what are you offering me? I'm sorry, like, what's going on? Like, that's what you're being asked to do. If only because if you don't set those boundaries and you don't have that discernment, you might end up being hurt. And you might end up having to make another tough decision here with the Death card. So the Queen of Swords, for that situation, that makes sense to just be a little bit more discerning, rational, objective about what's coming in, about especially not to celebrate too soon. Sometimes we get awesome stuff and we tend to, go a little bit overboard. I see that happening a lot when people reach like a fitness goal. They're like, okay, cool, I can eat like 6 pizzas now. Or when people reach like a financial goal, they're like, cool, I'm going to buy this car. She's asking you to temper. She says, you can be excited and you can be happy, but temper it and make rational choices about it. And the Justice card, clarifying the Six of Wands. Let me sit here for a sec. Let me see. What could this mean? Justice card, just like the Queen of Swords, by the way, is logical, weighing pros and cons, completely cerebral energy. more driven by intellect than by emotion. See him weighing his scales here. Reminds me of Libra. Yeah, I'm getting here that you are celebrating and you are happy, but in the future, because you've heeded whatever warning and whatever message is contained here with this Queen of Swords, that you are moving forward with a more tempered, rational view, and that not only brings you success from the Queen of Swords, that you're able to move forward with that new mindset. So maybe if you're a people pleaser, or if you've had boundary issues in the past, both going over them for other people and not establishing them for yourself, any type of emotional bleeding, like leaking, these two cards are telling you to be like, get it together. Not to the point of you being like cold and detached, but to the point of you like honoring yourself. Whatever this is coming in, it's good for you, but it's also asking you, are you going to honor yourself this time? Are you going to heed the warnings? Are you going to establish boundaries? Are you going to keep it healthy? Because whatever you were coming out of was not healthy. But Cancer, that's why you had to let go of it. But I'm seeing this is a great spread, and I'm seeing that whatever you've been working hard for or pining after is coming. And it's coming to the point where you can celebrate it. So it's not like a vague success. I hate when like I watch tarot stuff and they're like, you're going to get, money coming in, and then you find like $5 on the floor and you're like, okay. No, this is going to be something big. It's going to be something obvious. So I'm going to pull from the Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle just to get an overarching message from Spirit, like the takeaway. Besides everything I've just said, what does Spirit want to say? I'm gonna cut the deck. Ooh. Have you ever watched like a tarot reading and they honor all the cards that fell out, and like 16 cards fell out, and you're just sitting there by the 15th card, you're like, how could this all make sense? Alright. A lot of the cards wanted to fall out just then, but I'm just going to take this one. And I'm going to read from the book because I have not committed these to memory. So the story we have here, the card we have here is the preparation card. Let's see. Okay. Oh, sometimes we lose so much and so often, there is no time to stop and grieve. What did you lose? Whatever you lost, I swear to God, it was making room for something awesome to come in. Often we do stop to think about our losses. Often when we do stop to think about our losses, we can become so overwhelmed with grief, the grief associated with our own sorry business. This is so Cancer. This is so you. You guys are beautiful, lovely, magical creatures, but you guys can also wade too much in your own crabby waters emotions. Our wise ones tell us if we don't deal with our grief, the ghosts of the past will keep following us until we set them free. When we set them free, we will also be setting ourselves free. It's hard work, but it has to be done. If that's not just what I just said this whole time, what does it say? The ghosts of our pasts. You killed something because you got the death card. Are you going to let it follow you? Please don't. Use that discernment. Use that rationality. I get that it was hard work for you, but you've been set free. And you know you've been set free because you have this card here. Victory. Accomplishment. It's all good for you, Cancer. So this was your September 2017 reading. I'm not set up for private readings because I could suck at this. I don't know. But yeah, I hope if you liked what you saw that you will at least like, share, and subscribe, and tune back in next time for October 2017. And just to leave you guys with a little message, you guys are perfect and beautiful, and everything that's happening to you is supposed to be happening for the greater evolution of your soul and of love and of perfection. And if it's not a yes, then it's a not yet, or I have something better in store. So don't be sad about whatever that death card was about, because only awesome things are coming. Okay, and it starts here this month. All right, bye, Cancer.